God, what do I want?
You are live. So what are the destinations so we can share it?
The Caribbean Hante Facebook page and the Stogie Road Cigars YouTube channel. I don't know. What do I want? All right, Jess, can you scooch over a little bit closer to Jen? And then Kevin can scooch over a little bit closer to you. And I can scooch a little bit closer out of the sun.
That's fine. That's fine.
It's so hot.
I love their lemonade too. I forget.
Oh yeah, it's probably good.
Chicken lemonade.
I'll take their. I don't know. What do I usually get?
Well, you weren't happy last time with whatever you got.
I got the Kung Pao chicken because they put too much celery in it.
Yeah.
Or just too much peanuts in it.
No mushrooms.
Reading.
Oh, that's funny.
No mushrooms. Some places, most places don't make it with mushrooms, but every now and then there's a place that makes it.
All right.
Just seeing who is on.
Let's see, Ronnie, what's going on?
God damn. I'm gonna get lo mein and sweet and sour chicken.
I'll just pick whatever else is easy. Just get me the egg drop soup and extra egg roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a bunch of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does it say we got 10 people on already?
Do we really?
Yeah.
12?
What?
Good God.
Looks
Holy
like
moly. See what happens when the bullies are all together?
Super Saturday night.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Hola, brothers and sisters of the leaf.
There's no reason to mock.
Yeah. I'm not mocking.
You are.
I'm stealing your catchphrase.
That is not.
Yeah.
Oh, look, we got Frank joined
don't
us. We
steal,
got
we
Gareth.
borrow.
What's up, my man, over in England? We have Jessica Brandt. What's up, Jess?
Hello.
Thanks for joining.
It's like the magic garden in the
Ronnie?
mirror. I see Jessica
Yeah.
and Kev
You make it fun.
and
You're poking fun
Kevin.
just a little bit. All
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
There's like a delay on my end.
I know it
I
is.
can't. I would normally do the Kevin entrance, but
You should.
I can't. I can't remember
Yeah.
the name of the studio because it's like the
Drew
Drew
Estate
Estate Live Acid.
What's going on,
Throwback
everybody? I'm
studio.
Kevin from Cigar Prop. This is Jessica from Cigar Prop. We got Care and Jen from Stogie Road Cigars, and we are coming to you live from the VSR Cigar Fam Studios here in Greenville, South Carolina. The Broadleaf Bullies are all together live and in living color, coming through to your TVs and phones.
Remote.
The
The
remote
remote Drew Estate
on
Live
this,
Acid.
yes.
What is it? What is
Yeah, the Drew Estate,
Estate Mobile
Experience
Studio.
Acid Studios,
Mobile studio.
Mobile Studios, and this is Bullies Live. We actually just finished up recording the latest episode of Broadleaf Bullies.
And based off our spacing, Kevin and I are a couple, and
Yes.
Jen and Jess
Yes.
hate each other
So
because they want me so far.
No.
Look at the spacing.
yeah,
Moved.
We
You
moved, and I'm
get
gonna be
that
heading in
attended.
in just a
Yeah, we're
second.
leaving anyway.
I said, hey, can you guys move? You're like,
It's
Guess
gonna
what?
be just you two in a
All
moment
right,
anyway.
we're going. We're leaving now.
I have
Bye,
to order
everyone.
dinner. Bye, everyone.
Yeah.
watch out.
Bye,
Jessica and
Dr.
Jen
Nick. Yeah.
are going to be cut off by someone at Chick-fil-A. If anybody offers to buy free food, take it. You can keep moving.
Yeah. Oh, can I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, they're gone.
Oh,
We
because
could really move.
because
Yeah. Just throw that. It's,
yeah.
Better.
God. So now I gotta bring up the show on my phone so I can check out all the
What's up,
the
Kevin
comments.
Corbellies? Oh, man. I'll tell you. I wonder if I freaking do the camera a little bit different. We can zoom in on this a little bit better. So I think with the girls gone, we don't need the wide angle.
Well, not for me,
The wide
anyways.
screen. Did I say that?
Yeah.
Did I say that? I didn't mean that like
Yeah.
a bad way.
No.
Whatever.
Yes. So what's going on? Frank Balico, Kevin Corbliss, Jessica Schaefer Brandt, Gareth Williams.
They
What
took
is
off at the
that?
right moment, didn't they?
Yeah,
the girls?
they did. So let's
Get a
make.
little dirt in your nose. There.
Did I?
Yeah, a little bit. Maybe some tobacco.
Yeah.
Did a lot of cigar smoking.
Oh my God, a lot of cigar smoking. It is. It's been a lot the last few
It's been
days.
a fun day, man. It's been
Yes.
a really good time. I'm so glad you guys stopped up. It was so much fun. Last night was great. We walked around Greenville. got to see the sights and sounds of Greenville. We got the Kevin 316 photo,
Yes.
which is going to be the next Blackwork Studio cigar band.
So yeah, so in case everybody is wondering what it is that Jessica and I is doing here, so we decided to come up and surprise Care for his birthday, and
It was a huge surprise.
Yes,
And it was fantastic. Last night was Thursday was great. Having you on the show with Jason from Ash Quarterly.
Yeah, great show.
He still has a couple of the September Ash Quarterly packs going. If you use the code Stogie Road, you can get yourself a $10 off that. And he checked in today and thanked us for having him on. And I mean, last night again, and we spent the day together hanging out, smoking more and more cigars, traveling to Kartik Shaw's place up in Boiling Springs. We just got done filming another episode of the Broadleaf Bullies, which will be available soon. We have a helicopter coming overhead, which
they're going to be able to see it in a second. So it should be flying.
Catch it? No, they didn't catch it. Some of it.
No, that's a what do they call that?
That's Hercules.
That's the twin rotor jobby.
Yeah.
So how cool is that?
Got the freaking back door open and everything, like they're getting ready to paratroop out.
Oh my god, that is so cool. Yeah, I wish I had seen that on screen. That'd have been cool. What's going on, Logan?
Gareth is just working, getting ready, things sorted out for next week. Very good. I'm glad you hopped on, Gareth. It's probably a little bit late in merry old England. But we just want to hop on for a little bit, say hello to everybody. And first of all, I want to thank everybody for their birthday wishes. I was very moved by all the happy birthdays and well wishes. So thank you, everybody who wished me well.
Did you see the people that didn't wish you?
I did.
Did you?
That was
some bitches.
But you know what though? I figure everybody else is they're busy and shit, and they're freaking some of the folks were just friends of friends from the cigar world and whatever. And I mean, I know I've missed some people's birthdays just because life gets in the way, so shit happens. But it was nice getting all the messages from folks. I mean, there's a couple that popped up there. I was like, hey, Jose Blanco said happy birthday to me.
Yeah, that's what I always look forward to.
Yeah.
Because I got a birthday coming up as well, September 26th. There's time to get your gifts in. Just ask Care for my address. I'll get it to you.
There you go.
It's and I love all the birthday wishes from everybody. But when like someone famous wishes you a happy birthday, it's just a little bit better than the average folk wishing you a happy birthday.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
I'm saying for me.
Yeah,
it was pretty cool to see that. I mean, it was like, okay, well, being acknowledged, that's really nice.
Yeah,
and,
I appreciate Facebook telling these people that it's my birthday.
I realize I'm not in Jose Blanco's date book.
Yeah,
I realize I'm not on the reminders on his iPhone.
Yeah,
or his Android or what have you. But I appreciate you, Mark Zuckerberg. Making me feel falsely more important.
That's it. If there's one thing that you have done well, Zuckerberg, is that is make me feel wanted on my birthday.
Very important where the majority is not.
Yeah. Yeah, he's probably going to be flagging this post just because we mentioned his name.
In a good way, though. We're thanking him.
He doesn't care.
It's a good. Oh,
yeah, he doesn't care. Yeah,
he doesn't care.
He watches everything and reads everything afterwards.
When the name Zuckerberg was mentioned, it must be banned. They said something good. I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
I want to fly under the radar.
Yeah, that's it. So, Kara, what are you smoking on this beautiful Saturday evening?
Yes, Frank, you are famous. I'm smoking the Edition 35. I have smoked a lot today, and I just got done smoking his 12th anniversary from Room 101. And Matt Booth, I got to tell you, because I know you're anxiously awaiting my feedback on the cigar. Wow. If you get an opportunity to check out this Room 101 12th anniversary cigar, this is phenomenal. Really good cigar.
And
Oh,
this
my
is your
God.
third cigar. You smoked a Padron before.
I smoked the
that.
Padron before that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, Kevin got the chance to smoke a personally hand rolled
Yes,
Stogie Road.
Care actually rolled me a cigar a couple of hours ago, in the garage, and it almost killed me.
He's still alive.
The nicotine was through the roof, and I only got halfway through.
You did. I appreciate you even entertaining half of it.
Yeah.
Even through a little Kentucky Fire Cure in there, but
yeah.
It's just you and Jessica have been so generous, and I go in there and I'm like, I want to smoke this. I'm like, I'm gonna dip into the freaking gifts, and I probably smoked. That was my second Padron today.
Yeah,
I started the day off.
Oh, you started your day with the Padron?
Yes.
Get the hell out of here! How are you still alive?
Damn, that's
God.
they make such a fantastic cigar. I mean, hands down, construction, flavor, consistency. I mean, it's so good.
And that's the reason why they don't need influencers. They don't need advertisers. No. They don't have outside sales rep. Everything is handled in house. Yeah.
There's not a Padron ambassador.
No. Yeah. Well, the ambassadors are the family.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I haven't. I think she fell off the map for a while. I used to follow the Padron princess. She's like the niece or something, and it was just like she's smoking a Padron in the Maldives on a yacht, and then she would be all over the world, smoking a Padron, and I'm like, yeah, that's like the life right there.
I smoked a Padron in Greenville.
Yeah.
It was probably, what? I enjoyed it just as much as she did where she was.
No, I do not.
You don't believe that one?
At all. Yeah.
You're probably right about that.
Yeah.
There's something about it's a little bit about being on a yacht.
Yeah.
I might have made it just this much better.
Yeah. Nothing against Greenville, South Carolina.
Beautiful country. Beautiful state.
Just,
beautiful city.
You want to get all your eating and all your activities in before 10 o'clock at night, though. Not a lot to do for food after 10 o'clock.
Well, it's where you are in your area.
Yeah.
You go downtown, it's a little bit different.
Yeah, a little different.
Yeah.
They had a nice festival last night.
Yeah.
And,
live band at the outdoor amphitheater. And I would have stopped in to see Pete at the Cigar Experience, but we had walked that much that those extra steps probably would have killed us.
Those extra 800 steps
straight
up into
great lounge when you're downtown, man. Pete's a great guy. I love Pete Lee. He's such a fucking great guy. It's a shame. I was really kind of hope we get down to Boda's as well today, but it's nice not having plans.
Yeah,
it's nice just going with the flow of things, and just kind of letting things materialize. And I know we wanted to do the Bullies recording tonight since we're all here together for the first time in the second season, and then we just want to hop on, real quick live and say hello.
Yeah, these are the quick little trips that I love the most, because we try and do a lot of these little 2 or 3 day trips, but usually when you go away for just a couple days, you try and cram so much into each day, visiting 100 different places. And these are my favorite ones. You just get to kick back, smoke a cigar, chill out, no plans, and those are the best.
Yeah, hang out with some good friends and just let the day kind of develop itself.
Yep.
And I mean, those are the days that I love. And I got to tell you, it's freaking the last couple of days have been really, really good. Beyond good. I mean, it's been honestly, it's just been it's always good seeing you. I wish we lived closer, so I could say, hey, I live really close to Kev, but we don't see each other often.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like none of my friends ever see me. Like I never leave, I never leave the house.
Right.
I mean, you got 2 jobs like I do, your day job and
I never leave the house either. Last night when Jen was like, we're going to go downtown, I'm like, fuck. I mean, I was like, oh, well, Kevin and Jess are here. Let's go. I had a blast. But
you should have said something, because I'd have said, no, we're staying here.
I was not going to say no to Jen and her.
Yeah.
She had her plans, and I was like, okay, I'm rolling with it. I realized that I need to get out of the house more often.
Yeah,
I do. I have to. And it was pretty cool. I mean, downtown's always a blast. It is. It's always, we always have fun because there's just so much to do down there. And It's funny is we're not bar hopping or drinkers, but if you were, we could have been all over the place. But
Oh yeah,
the younger crowd down there, we would have definitely stood out.
yeah. We probably got in a fight. Goddamn kids.
Oh my
You know, a
god,
bunch of millennials everywhere, and
they were all over the place.
You know, and the big difference I noticed, like here, like a beautiful night last night, not blistering hot, not chilly by any means, but the perfect temperature, and it must be like the South. Everybody's had a lot of clothes on, like in Florida, they're not naked, but you see a lot more. You see a lot more boobs, and you see a lot more skin in Florida.
I'll see what I can do next time.
You know, yeah,
we're more in a conservative area too.
Yeah, are we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there was enough out there, but it was. I mean, I know what you're saying, but it's just it's.
I mean, it's not what I was looking
it's
for.
A family. I was wondering, Jess. I hope you're not watching, but it's a nice family city. I mean, and you can see just walking through the city, even the little party that was going on last night.
Yeah,
a rather older group,
jamming. Rather older group, yeah.
But they were getting down and they were jamming, and I was like, "Son of a bitch! Look, they're having some fun."
Kind of remind me of a little bit of New Orleans, all the street performers that were out singing,
God, it's
playing music,
100% like tripled.
Yeah, and then you could tell the big difference between downtown Greenville and New Orleans. New Orleans, all the street performers are generally the older crowd. They have their buckets out front with the you could throw in money. And then the millennials downtown Greenville, they had to sign out front with their Cash App and their Venmo. There was no bucket of money. You just, let me just get your Cash App and give you a couple dollars. Real quick.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
It was a very progressive city.
Yeah,
very progressive city. We make sure that we. God Almighty.
Was that a tough twist off there?
It was, man. 51 years. I think I never opened a beer before in my life. It's terrible. But yeah, the Cash App, that is pretty comical. But even the comedy club last night was freaking rocking. God,
around the corner to get in.
Yeah. I mean, that was the Comedy Zone. That's been down there, but they've right next to it used to be a bar and then a brewery, and they actually moved to Greer because downtown that rent's ridiculous.
Yeah,
but ever since then they kind of expand a little bit. They actually get some pretty good crowds down there. I wouldn't mind going down there and checking out some acts.
Yeah. What's going on, Bill Ragone?
What's up, Bill?
Yeah, it was a pretty fun place.
Well, it's the only thing that bothered me the most was following Jen and Jess. It was like I was like, I just wanted to walk and enjoy.
Yeah,
I felt like we were always walking to get somewhere.
Yeah. We always had a,
but we weren't walking to get anywhere.
Yeah,
it was like, hey, let's just walk downtown. I'm like, why are you speed walking?
Yeah,
are you keeping your heart rate up? Because I'm dying. Let's enjoy that stroll. There was no strolling involved. It was speed walking.
Yeah, even through the park to see all the sculptures.
Hey, let's enjoy the sculptures. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, oh well, damn, these are some beautiful fucking sculptures. Why are we in a hurry to get from one to the other? It was like we were on a time limit.
Yeah.
But other than that, Jed's gonna be like, you son of a bitch. She's gonna spit in on your Kung Pao.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it's actually tattooed on my leg right there.
Kung Pao?
Kung Pao shrimp, no peanuts, fried rice, extra spicy, and egg roll.
Is that in case you lose the ability to speak? You just point at your calf?
I just point at my leg. Anywhere where there's an Asian person that can read it, and they always know what I want to eat.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's very good. What was go through a drive-through?
That's a little different. I didn't think that.
No, you should put on the other leg.
Yeah, I probably should have. Maybe on my arm.
No, the leg though. Because at least the left leg. But now you got to do the right leg to turn around.
It's a little tough. Take a picture and hold it up.
Just avoid drive-throughs. That's all I could say. Nice. I don't know. I was famous. Yeah, you are famous. Frank, yes, you are famous. I was on there for a little bit. But what's planned for the rest of your trip?
Well, we gotta get up bright and early tomorrow. I think we got to hit the road like at 7 a.m. And we're heading up to Fort Bragg, North Carolina, Jessica and I drove up here separately because when Graham got shipped out to Qatar last year, he parked his car at our house instead of leaving it on the base for 9 months or whatever.
Right.
So we drove up here separately. So we're gonna drive up to Fort Bragg, which is about 4 hours away.
That's not bad.
Yeah, not too bad. Then drop off his car. We're only going to hang out with him for probably an hour
I was
or
asking
two.
you to see him. Well, that's good.
Yeah, we'll probably hang out with him for an hour or two, and then we'll 10 hours back home.
So you drove up separately.
Yeah.
You're driving back together?
Yeah.
So would you say the drive up was peaceful, more peaceful, or?
Yeah, it was definitely peaceful. It was. I just put a Simon Whistler Brain Blaze, which is he's got like 6 different channels.
Yeah.
They're all learning channels, and just put on, watch one after another, and learn. Yeah.
I was actually, there's at least a half a dozen times the devil popped on my shoulder. It was like when Jess and Jen were really involved in a conversation, I was going to turn the music on and turn it up loud.
Yeah.
And then wait for them to go, "What the fuck, Karen?" Go, "Well, you said play music when we're traveling."
Yes.
But I didn't. I didn't want to
Yeah.
break the mood.
That's Jessica. She always says that Kevin won't play the radio.
I was pretty close to doing that.
Yeah.
I was so close, and I opted not to because I realized that would have just caused some sort of fracas.
Yeah.
And we did a good enough job of creating that. Now you see, right now is perfect because the sun is behind that tree.
Oh yeah.
But then once it crests that tree, it's freaking brutal until it hits the back of the fence.
Oh yeah. There's
Yeah.
probably an hour there where it's going to come in like a laser beam.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's pretty brutal. It'll zoom in and it just hit the backyard here. It's just discussing the trajectory of the sun. What's up, Aunt Sis? My sister just joined on.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. Hi, Aunt Sis. Hi, Uncle Bob. Hi, Taylor.
He's been talking about you all weekend.
Nothing but bad
Wow.
things.
Good things. All
No,
good things.
good things.
Yeah, great stories. Yeah. You were kind of a jerk growing up to Care, so
She was.
I'm just going to throw that out there.
She's the middle child,
Yeah.
and she's the only girl.
Yeah.
So is my brother and my sister. They're Irish twins.
Yeah.
So he was born in '63. She was born in '64. Sorry, Aunt Sis, I'll let everybody know your age. But they're pretty close in age, and then I happened along in '70.
Yeah.
So I was playing.
Yeah. I'm not going to forgive her for putting that shovel through the roof when you guys.
That was my brother.
Yeah. You said it was her.
No, my sister. we had other stories. My sister, she was quite the hellion in her younger years.
Yeah, you told me those stories.
between my brother and my sister and me, she was. I could tell you, I would not in her heyday. I would not want to play pool against her, nor would I want to fight her. She was a maniac.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was.
What's going on, Ed? Yeah, Ed's up there in Michigan, probably
What's up, Ed?
gloating over the Buckeyes lost today.
Oregon, those Ducks, the mighty Ducks.
But Ed can't really gloat because he's a Wolverine. So
go right ahead, go Wolverine.
Can't gloat a whole lot.
No,
but yeah.
No, I usually don't gloat when another team loses to another team unless it's the team that I'm pulling for.
Yeah.
So I'm a Wolverine fan.
Yeah.
Clemson and Wolverine. I'm a weirdo.
Yeah.
From Pennsylvania. I want nothing to do with any Pennsylvania football teams.
Yeah.
No Penn State. No Pitt.
Penn State.
Nope. My brother came home with I was young. It was like a Wolverine and with a Michigan and a Clemson T-shirt, and it was a hand-me-down. So I'm like, okay, I'm a Michigan and a Clemson fan. Or I'd grown up Catholic. I had to be. Everybody was a Notre Dame fan. I can't stand Notre Dame.
Yeah, no, neither can I. Choose a conference, Notre Dame, or stop wanting in the playoffs.
I did not like Joe Paterno. I did not like Lou Holtz.
Yeah.
And you can't say that above a whisper where I'm from.
Yeah, Lou Holtz is. He's
My father would disown me. I didn't mention that to my father until I was older and out of school. I got my first tattoo, and I was like, "Oh yeah, by the way, Holtz is a jackass."
Yeah. Lou Holtz he's. I mean, I didn't know him. He's funny now.
Yeah, he's more comical than funny.
Yeah, he is pretty comical.
Yes, it says I told stories, and I will continue to tell stories of the misadventures of our childhood, especially when she used to go egging the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. She used to go around egging the houses. And
I mean, after all the stories you told me of her this weekend, I mean that's on par.
It is.
That's what I kind of expect from her.
The eggings.
Yeah.
The especially when she would have to babysit me. It was just, don't tell mom and dad I'm leaving or I'll kill you.
Yeah.
And then she'd go out and they'd smoke cigarettes and egg and then come home and I was in fear of my life because I did not want my sister to murder me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good upbringing.
Good upbringing.
Good upbringing.
Good upbringing.
My sister threatening me and then my brother taking me out hunting on a school, up north. We'd get a snow day. And you knew you get a snow day based off of the predictions from the night before. Then the next day you would either watch TV or listen to the radio, and if you had cancellations. So when it starts snowing the night before, you're like, oh man, we ain't got school tomorrow, so I'm sleeping in. So he get me up at 5 a.m. Hey, we're going hunting. It's a snow day. Sleep in. No, we're going hunting. Okay. So I get all my snow gear on, grab the 5,000-pound weighted freaking decoy with an owl on the top. We go out, traipsing through freaking 3 feet of snow, and I'm not even exaggerating a bit. Put down the freaking decoy. My cousin had this backpack. Now, this was high tech back in the day. It had a record player on it with a battery source, and you put a record in. It was an owl and a crow fighting. And he plays that with a big speaker. And the crows start coming because they see the owl, because crows and owls are natural enemies.
I did not know that.
And the next thing you know, boom, boom, we shoot crows. They drop. I'm like, hey, now what? My brother cuts off the freaking claw and says, here. I'm like, okay. Do we keep the crow and eat it? Nah. That's shit food. They're garbage eaters. Keep the claw. Why? Because nothing else is in season right now. Crows are always in season, and it's a snow day, so I figure we go hunting. So what do I do with this claw? You put on the hat. It looks really cool. I'm not a fucking barbarian. I'm not hanging the limbs of. I'm not hanging the limbs of my victims from poles or my hat. But yeah, that's what he would do. He'd have a crow feet on his hat. I'm like, now what? He goes, we wait for more crows. I'm like, why? He goes, for more feet.
Wow.
And that's how I spent my snow day.
That's bullshit.
Well, all my friends are hanging out at home.
Yeah.
Sleeping in, waking up, no video games at the time, but doing whatever, playing in the snow. And I was doing that.
Wow.
Yep. Crow hunting. 101. From 1980 to 1983.
Did you keep any of the claws? You have like a necklace?
I don't have any more, but I literally felt like I had ears. Like it was that concept. And I was just like, all right, Tony, thank you.
Wow.
Yeah. The misadventures of our hunting trips. But my brother was just an outdoorsman. He loved fishing, hunting. If he was bored, whatever was in season, he'd hunt it. If there was no season, he'd hunt whatever he could that was eligible to shoot that was not in season. During that time, it was crow.
Wow.
So while the girls worry about crow's feet.
Yeah, so if it was just an owl, why was it so heavy, the decoy?
Because we moved, and in our backyard there was woods, and you go back. I'll tell you about the pond, the Boy Scout thing. But there were some people who lived back there, and there people dropped their garbage. My brother was always a big recycler. So there was a stand that the top was off of it, and he mounted the owl on a stand because whenever you had this owl, you wanted to make sure it was out in the open. If you had a stick, if you didn't dig it in deep enough, it would fall over. But the base was that heavy that it would actually stabilize this decoy. And the base was like 5 million pounds.
Wow. Where did he get the recording of the?
That was
The
my cousin and my uncle. They were big outdoorsmen as well. And he had this backpack that had a record player on it. It just had a big, like a battery source. And he would put it down, he'd get a record. So while we're buying Iron Maiden, Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne, and all the other albums, they had albums of crows fighting owls. And you would put that down,
and you buy that? I mean,
Yeah.
that was just. Wonder why they made it though. If you can't eat a crow, why would they make an album to attract crows?
How else would you attract a crow?
Yeah, but why? Other than the
A
claw.
scarecrow? That's
Yeah.
the opposite.
But if you couldn't eat it, what would be the point of just even attracting it?
To shoot it,
Okay,
got to get them claws.
I guess so.
Who got the biggest crow claw?
Wow.
I'm not a hunter. I've gone duck hunting with him. We've snuck up in 100 yards of freshly freaking fertilized cornfield, manure all over us, to shoot decoys. Didn't realize they were decoys.
Didn't realize when they weren't moving.
I tried pointing it out to him, and apparently, me being 13, didn't know what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Until they shot the decoys, and then they went under and popped back up again. And then at that point, I think that was the moment where I was like, I don't think I'm going to hunt with you anymore, Tony.
Yeah, that might be a good.
I don't think I'm going to hunt with you anymore. Why? Well, because we spent the day crawling through 100 yards of cow manure to shoot decoys. It was fun, though, wasn't it? No, not even a little bit.
Yeah, no, not even a little bit.
Creates great stories so many years later.
Yeah.
But at the time, as a 13-year-old, was not fun. Not even a little bit.
Yeah, not even.
No, it was. And it was even made it worse. Was I realized something was up, and he was so in the zone that apparently he could not see the fact that these were decoys.
That's why I hate the outdoors.
Because of decoys?
No, stories like that. Yeah. Stories like that are the reasons I don't go outside.
But they're fun. Wait, what's up, John? My buddy John Moyers from back home.
Yeah, I heard stories about him this weekend too. You did some messed up stuff, John.
I'll tell you what.
I hope you are going to church tomorrow.
The only stories you hear of John Moyers are good ones. He's such a freaking great guy, man. He's one of those disgustingly handsome, all-American kind of guy.
Oh, I hate people like that. Yeah, no.
He is. He's just like, hey, he's a power lifter, slapped together, good-looking dude. Yeah, I think I'm going to go golfing. I'm going to try to go golf. I think I'm going to go for my pro card. Why?
Yeah.
Well, because he's that good.
Yeah.
Just everything he does is good, but just you can't dislike him because he's such a nice dude.
I got a friend like that on musical instruments. He'll like, hey, I bought this clarinet. Oh yeah, you don't play the clarinet. Yeah, it looks fun. I think I'm gonna learn.
Yeah.
And then like a week later, send you like a video of him like, wait, did you just buy that? And you're like, yeah, I just learned.
Yep.
In what, a week?
Yep.
Yeah, I just learned.
That's John. You're like,
Yeah.
I want to try Highlight.
Yeah.
I want to try it. I'm
Yeah.
be great at it.
Yeah, I saw it on Nat Geo.
And I'm not going to
yeah.
be great at it. I'm going to look handsome.
Yeah.
I'm going to beat the David Beckham of Highlight.
Yeah. 3 weeks later, he's got a sponsorship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's funny is I met John because I worked with his wife at Enterprise when I first graduated from college. His wife Shannon is fantastic too. And then I met John that way, and we became, we weren't friends, and we just kind of would see each other at company functions. And then he got hired on at a pharmaceutical company I was working with, and we worked together, and we became friends. So
They have kids?
yeah.
Yeah, they always have beautiful kids.
Oh yeah,
Jerks. No, yeah.
His son Max is like a stud, big
Yeah.
football. And Jonathan played football. He's just a great athlete, and his son is freaking phenomenal too. But yeah, just like, and Shannon too. It's like they're like that good-looking couple that you just like. You just want to hug them so hard because they're just so wholesome and perfect, but then while you're hugging me, like I just want to kill you because
Yeah. you ever see Terry Bradshaw's girls?
some would call that fake news.
Yeah, yeah. Terry Bradshaw got like 6 daughters. Stunning,
Yeah.
stunning girls. Like, hey, Terry Bradshaw's not a handsome man.
No.
He is not. He wasn't a handsome man in the
I bet you the
70s.
milkman's handsome.
Yeah, that's yeah, and he is all crazy as all get out. And I remember watching a Sports Center. This is probably going back, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years ago, and it was Howie Long,
Yeah.
Terry Bradshaw, the whole round table. They're all talking about whatever this player or this game. You know, Terry's got the stack of paper in front of him. He's just like reading, and then and they're talking, having this conversation, and they so what are your thoughts on that, Terry? And he picks up the paper and he's like straightening him. He's like, what? And I'm like, oh, I guarantee you can still find that clip on YouTube. He had no idea where he was at. He's just like, what? And it was the greatest thing. The greatest thing. And he was just too many hard hits.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, too many hard hits.
It was funny is John reminds me of Howie Long.
Yeah.
Like Howie Long's what, 60?
I don't know, 107. Handsome as all get out. Yeah.
God damn it. Is
Yeah.
he not good looking? And he looks like if you went, hey Howie, we're short of D lineman.
Yeah, I
He'd
know.
go out and probably freaking have 5 tackles and a sack that game.
Yeah.
You're like, aren't you like 78 years old?
Yeah.
I mean, just looks like he could just pick up where he left off.
Yeah. Unlike Joe Namath, drunk on the sidelines, hitting on the reporters.
Poor Joe.
Poor Joe.
God, poor Joe.
Oh my God.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I just want to kiss you.
Yeah. Oh, I know. God.
Man,
Just the
that's enough. But you got to figure those. Even when you're playing a game like that, and it's a violent game, and you're getting hit, and you are drinking on top. That's you're
Yeah.
talking about massive aging
oh yeah.
quickly.
Yeah.
Quickly. But he's got his life together now. I mean, he's
Oh,
you
yeah.
get to talk to him, and it's such a shame, you know. Pay attention at work, John. Good seeing you, buddy. Tell Shannon I said hello and said my love. The hockey's like that. Like hockey was like, you know, they just dealt with the pain through drinking. They're just
Yeah.
big party animals. And you see these guys that just
Yeah, and then
it's like
and then they didn't make any money. You know, I mean, at least you know the guys, the Hall of Famers. You know, you
the
get
older guys in the 70s.
Yeah.
You know, they sacrificed their bodies, and even prior to that,
Yeah,
you know, it wasn't until they start getting these big contracts. Those guys, I mean, you baseball. I mean, I know we'll go even further back with baseball, but they played for a baseball team, and in the offseason, they worked for a local company.
yeah, yeah.
You know, now they're like still holding the records in the record book. It was like, oh yeah, that guy, yeah, he played baseball, and then he worked the third shift
Yeah,
at the steel mill.
yeah. That's it.
It's amazing. Or there's a Shoeless Joe Jackson museum here.
Oh,
from
really?
Greenville. Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Oh, right on.
yeah. He's from Greenville, and I think they just redid the museum. There's a couple of restaurants you go in. That place we went by, Smoke in the Water. They have lots of pictures hanging up of him when he played. And you know, he's from here,
Yeah,
and obviously his White Sox days. But it's crazy when you freaking see the players, especially things kind of changed in the 80s. I think, in my opinion, when it came to sports. And, you know, that's when you had bigger contracts and endorsements. And in the 90s was just ridiculous. But when you were back in, you know, the 60s and the 70s, it was that really that tough transition because some folks were getting paid big. Some were not. Some were great players. Some were average players. But you just got the shit kicked out of you.
yeah. And you did it, and not saying they don't do it now, but back then it truly was for the love of the game. I mean, you were broke. You didn't have any money. It just you played just because of that love of that sport, no matter what sport it was, and you didn't care about the money. And
it's more business now. I mean, I
Yeah.
never doubt that anybody playing professional athletes, that they don't love the game or they don't. And I hate saying this, but I mean, I see it. I think it's true. It's like they don't know what else to do. It's like that's all they know. It's all they have known. But it has become more of a business.
It
More
has,
money.
and kids there, kids that are good, in elementary school, and then you get a lot of parents, and that's when it starts. It's like, oh, hey, like I said, this, that's when the business, like, they may be able to do something with their lives.
Yeah.
And some parents, and I've heard it, that take care of me when I'm older, and just, and they push, and I don't know. I don't know if that's always good, but
Yeah, I mean, I think it's listen.
it is a way out, though. In some,
It is a way out in some
urban,
things, though. But,
urban areas, and
but even urban, but even some of the rural areas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's all the right moves. It was the only way out of Stefanich or whatever his name was, Tom Cruise, of being another steel worker in his hometown. I mean, athletics is a way to get out. You were telling me today about the guy from Ohio State. You get this full ride to play football, and you can either take it and do whatever you have to do in order to think that you're going to get in the pros, or go, hey, if they're paying for education, I think I'm going to be a doctor.
Yeah.
I want to be a doctor. And then you get your freaking schooling paid for 100%. Then what? You graduate. Hey, you want to go to pros? Nah, I want to be a doctor.
Yeah.
I have a really consistent career and do what I really love. It's like, the love of that was far greater than the love of the sport.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. The love of making the world, a little bit better place, or trying to change the world. But yeah, it's I really admire those athletes that do that each year. Decide not to pursue. But it's hard to walk away from that, especially first round, $30 million guaranteed.
Yeah,
$30 million for any first round draft player. $30 million. That's hard money to walk away from.
It is. I mean, even if you get, it doesn't matter. I mean, there's a guy from my college he was undrafted.
Yeah.
And as soon as the draft was over, he signed as a free agent. I mean, you're already making league minimum. It was $300,000.
I think it's up to 500 now.
I mean,
yeah. Oh yeah.
They're like, hey, we're gonna keep you on a practice squad.
Yeah.
You're gonna make $500,000 a year on a practice squad doing something you love.
Yeah.
Shit. I mean,
I don't make that for doing something I hate, but yeah. God.
That's funny.
What's going on, Michael?
You got Michael who?
Lanier.
Hi, Michael. How you doing? So we're waiting for some Chinese food to arrive. We had a nice charcuterie earlier today. Edible flowers.
Yeah. Which were just flowers. Yeah. Say, they have edible flowers, and then it turned out to be just flowers that you can eat. Like, you can probably eat just about any flower.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it's gonna taste good, but you can eat it.
Yeah. Jessica's like, oh, put some honey on it. It's delicious. Put honey on anything, it's delicious. Yeah.
It's like saying, hey, Kev, this charcuterie, we got some pepperoni. We have edible shoelaces. Just put some honey on it.
Yeah, just put some honey on it. Shoelaces taste good.
Shoelaces taste good. It's like a deep frying. Frying. You deep fry shoelaces, it's gonna taste good. Yeah. Hey, this is really good. What is it? I think it's when you start off with I think it's like, you can deep fry anything. You can take deep fried mulch. It's gonna taste good. It's deep frying it. Batter and deep fried. You done smoking?
Well, I finished mine, and I wasn't going to start another one. We got dinner on the way, so I figured
Is that you figure that they are going to be home soon?
They
might be.
I was thinking that. I mean, it's going to take an hour to smoke another cigar. I'm assuming they'd be back before.
It's just a Jen, though.
Yeah, I know.
I don't even know.
The misadventures of the Jersey Girls.
They could be.
That's a good play.
That would be.
The misadventures of the Jersey Girls. So, you should make a cigar. It's a lot of wording for a cigar, but I think it makes sense.
MANJ.
Yeah.
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 I don't know. Be a tough one.
Yeah, be a good book either way.
It would be.
Yeah, turn it into a play and then get a movie, and those girls can finally start pulling their own weight around here.
I think so. Instead
Yeah.
of giving shit away for free and buying stuff with the profits.
Yeah,
Hey, I want some boxes of cigars. Oh, great. I'm going to
Yeah.
go buy. Kartik said, do not come up here without Jeff.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
Kardec's place. Jessica she easily had 18 cigars. I came up with 2, so putting them all down, and he like told her the price, and then she like looks at me. She's like, "Oh, am I paying?" And I go, "I have 2 cigars. Of course you're paying."
Yeah. I
Yeah.
have Jen,
Yeah,
who as our, manager of the company,
yeah,
sold 3 boxes and went in the humidor. And I hate when she goes in the humidor.
yeah.
She comes out. Carter just looks at me and goes, should I forward you the money yet? I'm like, no, just wait. Wait
Yeah.
for it. We learned our lesson the first time. Wait for it. I'd send you the invoice, but Jennifer's in the humidor.
Yeah.
She's not a cigar smoker. He goes, you can't come up here without Jennifer anymore. I'm sure, Carter. At this point in time, it's just a swap meet. It's not
Yeah.
even a business exchange.
Yeah. Yes, Michael. I didn't watch the game. I got I followed it on online, and I got to listen to the last 10 minutes. So looks like sounded like we missed some key plays there at the end, but got a new quarterback.
Is he a freshman? Or is it the Oregon guy's a freshman?
No, I think ours is a redshirt freshman.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll come along. Come along. Clemson lost already, so I mean, I don't think anybody's beaten Alabama again. I mean, they're just going to be another powerhouse of a fucking team this year. They won today. Like
they're perpetually like that. We
They're-
have 12 returning seniors.
I know I don't know how.
How?
Do they never graduate anybody at Alabama?
No.
And it's funny when Nick Saban coached the Dolphins, and I did not have a good few years, and he decided to go back to college. And they're like, oh, he's washed up. Nick Saban, he's coaching the Dolphins. Like if Don Shula couldn't make the Dolphins win, Nick Saban wasn't going to have a good career. So
12 returning seniors at the
yeah, I know
every year.
And then all the transfers they get in from the transfer portal. So yeah, absolutely insane.
Yeah, Alabama does seem to be that consistent revolving door of just pure talent.
Yeah.
There's never a dip. Like this is a rebuilding year. Nah.
Yeah, it's never that way for them.
No.
Yeah.
It's a rebuilding year. We're gonna rebuild. J-Town girls. Yep. That's hilarious. Has Michigan lost?
I don't know. They hadn't played yet when I checked earlier today.
Huh.
So I don't know if they played last week. I couldn't.
I don't really follow football anymore. I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't watch the pros.
No.
I just can't.
Garbage.
Oh my God. I haven't been able to watch them in years. Oh, Michigan's 1-0, and today they're playing Washington at 8 p.m.
Oh, okay.
I just can't watch pro football anymore, and I'm starting to see some of that leak into the college over the last couple of years.
It is, especially with this year allowing starting to allow the players to make a little bit of money, which is I call it good or bad. People are like, oh, these kids are getting a free education. They shouldn't worry about making money. But some of these kids are, when your stipend is $200 a month and you come from sheer poverty, I mean, that's still not a lot of money. And these schools are, like I said, Ohio State has the highest budget in collegiate sports.
Right.
I mean, their collegiate budget for all the sports is over $1 billion a year, which is absolutely, insane. So, I mean, these schools are making massive amounts of money, but like you said, the kids are getting a free education, they're getting coaching, and then in the long term that they're going to have the ability to make hundreds of millions of dollars in their lifetime. So yeah, so they shouldn't get any contracts anywhere near what the NFL gets, but they should be able to have some kind of, I mean, at least allow them to make whatever the poverty level is in the U.S., which is what, $15,000 a year,
Yeah.
20,000. So they
You don't
should.
need much when you're in college.
Yeah,
I
you don't
mean,
need much, but you should.
especially when everything's getting paid for.
Yeah, you should be able to make, or get enough contracts to make $20,000 a year to either buy a car. And that was the big thing. So they get a car donated to them. Well, that's against the law. Well, I mean, things like that. Yeah, they should be able to have a car given to them by the local dealership. Or they should be able to get some free clothes or a free tattoo or anything else. That was the whole Ohio State.
I'm kind of torn with that.
Yeah.
And I'm torn. And here's why. You're getting a free education.
Yeah.
But it's just not a free education. Room, board, meals.
Yeah.
Everything paid for. Education paid for. If you just do what you're supposed to do, in 4 years, you'll graduate with probably a great experience of playing college sports. I don't care if you go to the pros or not. If you're at Alabama, guaranteed you're going to play in a bowl game at least once in your 4 years.
Yeah.
Right? Everything's paid for. You graduate with a degree, and then you can start your life with no debt.
Yeah,
no debt.
Yeah, but you don't get drafted, and all you have is a degree in basket weaving.
Well, that's on them, though. That's where I get it's if there's any proof that a program is forcing that, that's one thing. But you should have academic advisors. You should have people who are advising you and giving you the advice of saying, okay, what do you want to do, and advise you to your future. That's part of the collegiate plan is.
Yeah.
And if you choose basket weaving because you think you're going to go to the pros, then that's your own fault.
Yeah.
But the part where is, in my opinion, where it does get a little controversial and I do struggle with, is that the football program brings in X amount of dollars. And if you're part of that football, is it the football program or is it you? So the football program, whether you're there or not, is going to bring in that money or not.
Yeah.
If you're an outstanding player at that school, yeah, I'm sure that people are going to be buying more jerseys of number 12 if that's your number, you're the quarterback, or if you're a Heisman Trophy winner. And I think if you're a Heisman Trophy winner, there should be, or if you're nominated, there should be some sort of money attached to that. But it's just, I have a problem with that just because you do bring, the program does bring in money, but the program is going to bring in that money regardless if you're there or not. It's not like, freaking Bo Jackson is going to all of a sudden decide he's going to go to a Division II school, and all of a sudden their freaking money of that program increases because they have this outstanding Division I player who's freaking could probably go to the pros, has now entered their program and puts them on the map. These are programs that are going to be moneymakers regardless. And then when you see a moneymaker like, and this is where I get my dad and I get these but Penn State, that football program was such a moneymaker, they covered up a pedophile.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's where I'm like, they said, well, we're going to suspend the program and you guys can't play in bowl games. They're like, that's not fair to the players. It doesn't matter. Just as much as that program would make that money, whether that player was there or not, that program should still be suspended, regardless of that those kids are there or not.
Yeah, because it forces change. If the school knows that, hey, it's, they're going to keep letting us play, we're going to give us a slap on the wrist, they're going to turn their head next time.
Right. But it was in my opinion, I was like, damn, you guys should really, hell, they removed the football program from SMU, where Derek Dickerson went to college. They didn't have a football program for years because of their illegal activities.
Yeah.
And that was just paying freaking football players.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I guess I go back and forth with the compensation of college football players. I really do.
Yeah.
I played in a small school. I loved it. I really enjoyed playing there. I loved everything about it. I would not change a thing about what I experienced in college. But if I was sitting there thinking, okay, well, I'm going to get X amount of money, to play here, But you give me a full ride, I mean, god dang, that means I wouldn't have had freaking student loans for 10 years after I graduated. I mean, that's a car payment. I don't know. What do I know? What do I know, Kevin?
Well, I see our food's here.
There it is. I see the place being put out. I think it's time to say goodbye.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, man. Well, thanks for hopping on tonight.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thanks for
it.
hopping on, everybody.
This is Kevin of Cigar Props, Care from Stogie Road Cigars, coming to you live from Greenville, South Carolina, in the outside Stogie Road Studios. We just kind of shifted some things around. We got our camera from a chair. Did well tonight. So I see Jess and Jen.
Yeah.
Nobody's screaming and yelling, so apparently they didn't get no fight.
Yeah.
Which is good. And thanks, Frank. Thanks everybody for joining us, and we will check you out very soon. When's the next show?
I forgot to. We're gonna the I Tap That Cigar Show. We're gonna skip this Monday night because Jessica and I are still gonna be traveling. We're just gonna be getting home, and it's just gonna be a lot. So Karen and I will be back next Monday night with no idea who.
Next Monday night. It's a big surprise.
Next Monday night. What is it? What is that date? That's Joe. Or wait a minute, or is that Joe? Yeah. Joe Arundel with Rain City Cigars, who is also the TAA chairman.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, so he's the newest TAA chairman, and I believe this is his first show or his second show since being named chairman. So
I'll have to talk about some questions. I got some questions for that's cool. That's awesome. And on Thursday, I'll be coming live from Vintage Cigar Lounge, Cigar and Whiskey Lounge up in North Carolina.
Right on.
Yeah. I believe I'm going to be up there with Chris from Amendola Cigars.
Oh, okay.
I'm still waiting to hear if he's still going to make it, but I'm definitely going to be up there.
Yep.
Yeah. So we'll catch you next week.
See you next
On
week.
the Stogie Road Diaries, and in the following week on the I Tap That Show.
Yeah. Right on. Have a good night, everybody.
All right. We'll see you.